All right, good morning, guys. Here we are, Friday. Fun day, Friday. Excited to rake in some profits with the green team today, James. And Emmanuel in the building. Going to slow it down, James, a little bit? Yeah, I agree. I think you're on to something. So start slowing it down, sizing down a little bit till you can prove to yourself you can size up. One thing I'll share that I'm working on here is I need to size into winning trades. It's uncomfortable, but I think it's gonna I'm gonna start having a lot more growth doing that. Of course, sizing into winners, that's on the short side. I'm hitting it into weakness, and so the average is getting worse. That's uncomfortable for me to do. I don't like doing it. But for the trades that do work out, let's say it's 2 out of 10, and I do that, it's gonna be payday. I gotta get a little greedier with some of these trades rather than just sizing them when they're working against me. Usually I do plan for scale, but a few trades here and there where I scale them, I guess the aggravation there, the epiphany aha moment for me is when I scale these trades that I'm red on, and I take a loss, and then I'm like a third quarter position of the winner. It's going to take a ton of winners to make up for those losers. It is aggravating when you scale, take losses, and then all your other winners are like a quarter size. So I am going to be working on that moving forward. I'm going to be trying to size winners, and it's not going to feel good. I was practicing that already on PPSI. I've taken just a little piece here on it, took a little profit, and I'm working a couple hundred more at 489, but it's going to be kind of tight. Past chart history there is 520. It's tough resistance. Perfect fall. Get you another trade in. You got 5 minutes. Are you taking emotional trades over there knowing I'm locked out right at 9:30? Emmanuel, oh boy. Emmanuel's getting into the small caps. Woo! Woo! You're about to experience some cardio exercise, Emmanuel. Did you see those end-of-day plays yesterday? Here, let me pull some of these up. PPSI is trying to hold these 480s. I may take it off and come back to it because I got a few tickers I want to look at. 520 is mainly the risk there. Let me give it just a breather for a second. What was it? Okay, it was CUPR. Look at this play. Emmanuel, you got to have your finger on the trigger. Have the stops and plays be ready to go in small caps. $9 to 38, all the way back down to 0. I mean, shorts got comfortable yesterday. There were 3 plays specifically I saw this happen on. It was CUPR, UFG, 360 to 19. And if you just wait for backside, I mean, there's so much money to make there. All the way down to 3, and then FLYE, fly 7 to 34, and all the way back down. Dude, those are like, those are career-ending moves right there for stubborn shorts. Career-ending. Yeah. Career-ending moves right there for stubborn shorts. So be careful about that. Wow, guys, I got to start going a little earlier. Got only a couple minutes before the market opens. All right, so that's what I'm working on today. Right now, I'm going to be sizing winners. BSLK has got clear resistance here at 820. If that one wants to keep fading, I hit it yesterday. It was working out well. Let's see. X4, I may hit this one against 320 on the short side for a little fade back down. Like 320 to hold for a fade on XFOR. I'll be keeping an eye peeled on that. TIVC, little low float play this morning. I'm gonna see how this one opens up. $6 holding as resistance right now. And we do have this thing has pumped quite a bit in this past chart history. A lot of upper shadows around like 11, 15, and 11 as well. MG in the building. Good morning. How's your pre-market been, MG? I'd like this IPWR for a hangover too. It's just spready, but this is a really nice hangover play. PPSI, what are we doing? I just saw the 470s back up to 490. It's broke its trend, but it's still trying to hold right now a little bit. The market is about to open up a little over a minute. I got a position there. I probably am just going to take off for now. This trade won't count because I took profits, and then I don't think I want to hold it at the open. I took the 10-cent profit, but it just popped back up to my average. All right, so X4 looking for a fade off of 320. PPSI, of course, we need to monitor against 520. I don't like holding these at the open. It feels more gambly. Yeah, so I'm gonna take it off. That trade probably won't count. I'm up a little bit, but because of the 10-cent roll. All right, let's see how these plays are going to open up, and then there's a couple others. OPEN, the open door, was getting a little short squeeze this morning as well. Music in the market. Good morning. How's your pre-market going? I didn't see too many pre-market plays. Did you guys catch any of them? Bernadette, did you see those 3 plays, CUPR, UFG, and Fly in after hours yesterday? Those I could have got probably wrecked on one of those. I need to really wait for backside on those plays. All right, market is now open. Let's get it, traders. Wolf is interesting too. Wolf is sitting right here at 850. It's got 31% short interest, but sitting right at some support. I do like WULF. It's already hit 920. I may try to work that for a little fade as well. The short interest scares me on WULF. Here's what I'm going to do. WULF. Let me see how she's going to open up. 850 clear support that we would need to crack under. But it looks like it's making a move up right now towards pre-market resistance. So monitoring that for some profit taking today. PPSI, oh my God, that thing shot down to 440 and bought up after that. Okay, is PPSI accumulating shorts? Because that's what it's starting to feel like. All right, Wolf making a next leg up towards $9. 850's holding up there. PPSI, I cannot believe that lower wick we just saw. It may be accumulating shorts. I could flip long on something like this, like we did with BSLK the other day. Those lower wicks are nasty like that. PPSI, I'm tempted for a long there after that lower wick. Yeah, and PPSI is... What's the short interest there? Anybody got the short interest? You've overtraded a little bit, you think? Okay. God dang it. Last thing I want to do is get caught up in one of these short squeezes. PPSI, that lower shadow, kind of a little eerie lower shadow there. TIVC, trying to hold 520s right now. Well, having that 7-11 day perfect fall. All right, well, that's profits though, right? INTC, 25 down to 24. And Wolf is up over 9. Wow, WULF with the squeeze going on still there. Oh, shoot. I had an order out on something. Okay. X4, I had an order out on. X4 I got filled on a short. I'm gonna put a stop at 320 on X4. That's for a little slow fade. And otherwise, guys, I'm trying to 320-ish. I'm gonna try to be a little patient today. You got a bit self-destructive after hitting the daily goal. Well, you getting a little greedy, you think? PGEN, that one got a lot of pre-market resistance. We could see PGEN heavy against like 320. The company announced FDA approval of their drug. OPEN pulling back. Oh, there's fades. Yeah, PPSI. God dang it. Yeah, I felt like that was about to squeeze. I didn't pull the trigger on it on the long side, but PPSI, that lower wick fades. You see that? That was dirty. That lower wick. TIVC heavy against 550. Pulling down right towards its 200-day moving average right now. It halted down. WULF is putting in an upper wick up towards 9. Pulling back towards its previous close. I'm eyeballing that one because under 850 on WLF, I think we fade there. Actually, I may take a stab at it. WLF, I think I'm going to stab it against the highs. And if this looks like it's going to crack 850, I may size into it a little bit. X4 not staying heavy at the moment, unfortunately. All right, WLF coming down to 850. Let me see what she's going to do here. If it starts looking heavy, I want to size this because 850 snap, we could see this pull back towards 820 or lower. It feels like it wants that 850 snap. PPSI, I see that one's at 520 now. And WLF I'm monitoring. I'll give it another smack here. Place the stop at like up in the 880s. Yeah, the 880s for me on WLF. After hours. Hey, Fades had a massive day yesterday, so I want to congratulate him. Yeah, all those plays we went over in pre-market, those squeezes that I probably would have got wrecked on, if I'm being honest, if I was trying to size the front side of those. Fade somehow sized them appropriately and had a massive green day. Massive green day. Pretty much nearly funded on your 50K eval, so excellent work there. PPSI, continuation higher. And TIVC in the halt down. I like this upper wick on WLF, so it's back under the previous close. I'm trying to hit that one for the 850 crack. I got to stop in the 80s, so we'll see what she's going to do. PPSI, interesting. This is where all the volume is on the long side. I mean, if you're short there, you'd have to put your limit orders out to get taken out, because clearly any sell-off is being met with that lower shadow. You got any sleeper plays, Fades, that you're working right now? Flipping around here. TIVC is an interesting one. It's halted down right now. PPSI, there's going to be a trade there. I think we just have got to be a little cautious. Waiting for it to come to us. WULF, if that one starts heading back up towards the highs, I'll get stopped out there. Yeah, WULF, I just got stopped out of that one. So 850 still holding up. WULF with the high percentage on the short interest there. TIVC just opened up. TIVC, like a move back up. Any pop here, we could short against 550.60. I'm going to hit this one on this pop here, TIVC. This halt down, pop up. I think 560 is the area to be looking at there. I think 560 is that area. I'm going to set a stop out just in case she squeezes higher. But TIVC on that pop right there, I think it's a decent hit. All right, come on, TIVC. Let's get a next leg down. 440, I think, was the halt down. I could even hit this again. Again, that's hard for me to do, but I wanted to practice hitting some of these that are working out for me. 491's my average. Up a decent chunk right there. Went to the 450s and bounced up off of that. Man, we've been seeing wicked reclaims here too in Pennyland. This thing climbing back up is going to be incredibly frustrating. What's PPSI doing? PPSI's maybe tinker on some TIVC now. Got it. PPSI, MG, you're thinking maybe 7. I'm gonna hit this TIVC again. And try to practice sizing some of these that are at least right around my average. PPSI had a big upper wick towards 570, back down towards 5 right now. That one kind of scares me, if I'm being honest. TIVC pulling back down a little bit again. I can't get TIVC to determine what she wants to do. She's back down here at the lows. We need it to snap down here. I could see a halt down. If we really start seeing selling pressure, I could see a halt down here. I haven't taken any off yet. taking 75 off in the 30s. Come on, I want to see some more panic here. Let's get down to the low 4s. Would like to see a halt down here. I'm looking for the 20s. I'll take another piece off. Man, she's battling it out. Actually green on the day right now. I'm trying to be patient with this one, Fades. Let me think. 75 off. I could see it under 4. Again, need to get more aggressive with some of these winners. PPSI, I still am monitoring out of the corner of my eye as well. All right, so good. We got TIVC working out for us. I'm going to take another 75 off in the 20s was my plan. All right. I'll take another 75 off right there. All right, so I got 100 left. I'm going to kick back with it for a little bit. A flush under 4, I'll take all of TIVC off. If we flush down under 4. This X4 is not working out for me. Let me just take this off. Okay. TIVC, still panic going on there. I don't want to tunnel into it. But if this thing is going to flush under 4, I'm going to probably take the rest off. Let me see if we're going to get that swipe on TIVC. Under $4. It's down at $4.20, magic 20-cent area. What is everybody's thoughts on PPSI right now? PPSI, I know that's kind of the play the longs are still messing with. It's popping back up towards 540. So be mindful of that one. Yeah, Fades. Knowing when to scale a play and hammers where the money's made. You got to have conviction with some of them like that. I think that's been problematic for me. Why I haven't seen some of the growth I'd like to. Because I'll scale a loser, take a loss, and then like the winners, I never scale, even if it means sizing down a little bit. So TIVC this should be a decent play here. I mean, it could even be a hit on pops. I could see this thing doing the old toilet flush under 4, so that's what I'm monitoring right now. And of course, PPSI's got my interest. I'm checking that price action. Oh, WULF, you son of a... There's my top tick for the day. God, I hate going back and looking at these and seeing that. Okay, let's flip around. Make sure we're not missing anything. BSLK, by the way. Yeah, there you go, something. He just pointed that out. BSLK up towards 10. It's giving longs an exit there. It did halt up at 870s up towards 10 and now pulling back down a little bit. We could use 10 as our risk guide on the short side. Something I'll keep my eyes peeled on. still think there's probably a trade with PGEN. That got the FDA. What is that? What PGA? Yeah, they got the FDA approval of their drug. So we can monitor PGEN. Still something there. PPSI kind of getting heavy, guys, against 540. I know this is an overcrowded name, so I'm not too excited to trade it. I feel like it's going to be more difficult of a trade. Oh my God, the FLYE. FLYE is even lower than the previous close from where it pumped up to 34. Yeah, PPSI is looking a little weak and heavy. TIVC, I'm kicking back with leftover 100 shares there, looking to see if that one will fade a little bit. Yep, Fades and I both leftovers. Now, if anything, I'm all out. I could set a trail there. I think I'm going to do that. X4 hangover actually is working out now. I was about to stop out of that. TIVC, let me think of a trail here. We'll trail it like 50 cents maybe. All right, so the trail's at 478 there. That'll move lower as we move lower. Okay, let's find something else, guys. PPSI has my interest. I mean, it looks good here. The concern is the fact that it looks good. Since it's so overcrowded and it felt like they were trapping shorts earlier. As a short seller, when something looks good, the longs know it, and that's where they trap you. XNET got a little spike this morning. 580s to 640. 52-week highs up at 719. Magic 20 area. All right, traders. So if any tickers you're with, let us know. It's Friday, so I know the volume's a little dispersed, and there's not as many plays. So we'll find them though. Yeah, PPSI, that's just where everybody is. That's why I'm kind of not wanting to get involved there right at the moment. I'd like to wait and let them squeeze out some more shorts or something. XNET's making a new high right here. Let's come out with some news. Trading higher after the company reported a year-over-year increase in Q2 financial results. TIVC about to be lower. Yeah, honestly, I agree, Fades. Although yesterday, hey, you had a big day, so I understand the emotions of wanting to kick back there after some green. Are you funded now? And again, some of the guys in here were saying how they were hitting Q on the day too, and then trying to push the gas when there was hardly a setup. And I agree with that. I think we should, if we hit our Q on the day, just kind of kick back and really wait for a screamer to swing our way. I want to see what TIVC is going to do off of this 420. A crack under the 20, we'd see it down towards 4. And that's why I love leftovers, guys. Like, honestly, there's so many of these plays that I've witnessed, even like the TIVC, where it's gone all the way back down to the previous close or lower. Like I could milk another $80 out of this 100 shares. All right, XNet's kind of got my attention. It's on earnings though. Technology play, increase in their earnings. It just hit 666, technical reversal area. Yeah, I'm gonna flip through a few real quick. BSLK is right up towards 10. Something pointed that out. There's definitely something there. Keep it on watch. PPSI is still showing signs of weakness. I would normally get involved with this. The risk reward doesn't feel there though, because of the manipulated name. PPSI. Man, it does look good though. I mean, the risk is real tight. 540. It looks like. TIVC is making lows right now, under 420. Pop him right back up over the 20 area. Didn't entirely like that. The trail's at 463 now. Yeah, PPSI sitting heavy on that VWAP right there. And 540 being the top resistance. BSLK putting in a new high. Fades, where did you get, what was like your average on Fly? This thing I think is halted down right now, under its previous close, 776 to 595. Such manipulation on these things, dude. It closed at 750, around 750, went up to 34. Now it's sitting below the 750 area. You're watching PPSI if it gets weak, yeah. I feel like I'm going to go smaller share size on this, though. I'm with you. I like it. I'm just... Let me see what... I want to see what it does on this sell-off right here. It just sold off under 5. Let's get an idea of the personality of this thing. Let's see if it's going to just shoot right back up. Yeah. See, that's why I've been hesitant here. Exactly why I've been hesitant here. Crack under 5, lower shadow. Gets bought right back up. Not an easy name to trade. All right. Let's flip around. WKHS, Workhorse. Dude, this thing's at highs right now in the day. I remember WKHS from so long ago, man, when this thing was trading at like $20-some. Workhorse. And like everybody was hyped up about this ticker. Magic 20 just hit there, Workhorse. Might be heavy there. On earnings... TIVC lower. PMNT, yeah, dude. Oh, man. What a fade there. TIVC, about to head down towards $4, guys. I'm going to take it on a flush under 4. Come on, give me that flush under 4. Be a beautiful chart here if I get that. God, I wish I would have listened to you when you... I didn't even pull up PMNT. I know you mentioned it earlier. I probably got distracted with TIVC. Because, yeah, this chart's gorgeous. Lot of pre-market resistance. Upper wick towards 84. Daily chart looks good. Still some meat on the bone there, too. PGEN curling all the way back around towards VWAP. TIVC heading towards 4. Oh, it did crack under 4, so I should have had an order there. Let me see what it's going to... Okay, I'll take it down here at 4. It already did its rug pull under 4. I should have had an order sent there at like 390-ish. Good. All right. We're up about 140 on the day right now, and normally I'm trading the heck out of fees. I haven't been over trading, so I'm happy about that. Might just kind of trade with house money at this point. I'm only working X4 right now on the hangover side, so I might just play around with what I'm up and over Q. BSLK, just very interesting. This thing's trying to... I mean, I know they call this kind of the mid-candle breakouts, what some of the chat rooms call this. So we get that big move, short step in, and then some of the long chat rooms come back in when shorts are kind of relaxed and comfortable and pop the thing back up. I don't imagine this thing reclaims any of those levels. Trying to think where I'd like to hit it at. Like hit it at 11, risk 13. It's kind of slowly moving off of VWAP right now, though. Okay, let's see what yeah, BSLK has my interest. And then PPSI, of course, does too, but that one's just been flopping around. It just made another move up towards 540 and got rejected. I'm going to be so mad if I sit here and play around with that and give a ton of profits back. I took X4 off, so I'm up. Yeah, I'm up 134. Yeah, I'm just going to be aggravated with that trade. PPSI, I know I will be. Because it feels a little riskier than... I mean, we have the 540 to play off of. Let's look at some bigger time frames here. Doug, it's been a pretty kind of chillish green day at the moment, and a lot of us are just taking a couple trades, so that's been good. TIVC was the payout so far. How's your day going, Doug? These upper shadows PPSI I like against on the short side. I'm thinking about it. The daily on PPSI suggests that it's already hit, its resistance. It's got such tough resistance up here at like 530, even up towards 6. Your average was 20s for dude. I wonder. So which side of it were you scaling up it? So you were in the red a little bit there. Man, those can get scary. They get scurry. Be more scared, they say. All right, PGEN testing VWAP. It's been kind of making a slow move towards VWAP. If we get some euphoria there, I don't mind shorting that against 320. I don't want to short a stair stepper though. Want to see it. Want to see some wick. The candlesticks kind of whip around. That's how you know stops are getting taken out. Market orders going through. Those are good areas to get involved with. So PGEN, I'm monitoring that. Fades is working PMNT on the short side. That's pretty good. Pretty good fader. Previous close is 29 cents there, so that's got it room down. Of course, BSLK is at 1150. I'm so interested. BSLK. These can be dangerous. What did they call them? Josh yesterday in the Trade the Pool stream, he called it a mob shift. It's a momentum shift. You know, they what they do is if PPSI isn't working, they're all gonna shoot on over here to BSLK. She is a tempting one. It's making this move kind of slow and eerily though. 1320. Trying to think of what my risk guide's going to be here. Maybe 1320. All right, I'll do it. BSLK, I'm going to do it against 1320. I'm going to go ahead and put the order out. Stop. That pullback right there got met with some buyers stepping into it, though. BSLK. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if she can climb up towards $13. That'd be surprising. I'm willing to give it some risk there, though. I think it's a decent setup. I think this is going to be a stretch for this thing to climb back up to that consolidation area where we got long stuck in it. MGTIVC, thank you. I'm happy with that chart. I did what I said I wanted to practice today. That is, I hit it again, even though I was in the green, and slowly scaled out. You know, of course, even though I wanted to emotionally take the profit when I saw it. So I worked against my emotions a lot on that trade. I'm happy with that. Again, a lot of trading is doing what's uncomfortable. That's the hard part, because the 90%ers are doing what is comfortable. You got to do what's uncomfortable. That is having patience, you know, having uncommon patience, uncommon discipline. Yeah, your workhorse. Yeah, dude, that thing was wild back in the day. All right, BSLK, I'm going to chill with that one for a little bit. I think I got an 1130 average. 1320 is going to be the risk there. And let's flip through some more. OPEN, heavy against 340s right now. PMNT, good work there. PGEN, rejected off of VWAP. BSLK hitting some resistance from a couple days ago. We'll see if it wants to make a next leg up. And PPSI still hanging in the game. PPSI still hanging in the game, guys. And I'm glad for the most part I've been avoiding that ticker, knowing it's going to be a little manipulated. Oh, dude, WULF cracked that 850 and maybe accumulated more shorts. That chart pattern's not looking too pretty. Yeah, I mean, good setup, hangover side, but there's so many shorts on WULF, so it's just been a long play. Okay, let me know if there's anything you guys want me to look at. I'm going to flip through a few, see what's happening. HCTI testing VWAP. Oh, that looked like a decent pre-market play. Bernadette and MG. That looks like something you guys would have caught. It was quick, though. That was a very quick move. Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton of volume. I think we've capitalized on the better of the plays today. HTTI, VWAP. Yeah, PGEN, there's still something there. Heavy under VWAP right now. And BSLK just hit that one. And that one's pulling on back here a little bit. Good. I'll kick back with it for a little bit. Or maybe even size into it. I say that with hesitation. BSLK. It's back down towards VWAP where it's been bouncing off of. Not sure I want to size right there. BSLK, I'm thinking about taking it off and re-hitting it on a pop. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. Just getting that bounce right off of VWAP. Or let me do this. Let me size it on this pop right here. And I'd be adjusting my stop on it pretty much to the highs. Yeah, I'm going to hit it right here. Brings my average down to right around 11. And adjust the stop on it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so putting that into practice today, guys. I'm trying to, with the winners, get a little more aggressive with them. Now, of course, this thing could bounce back up, stop me out. I mean, that's the nature of it. That could happen. Give back some profits on the day. But trying to get a little more aggressive when I'm in the green with some of these names. Okay, let's look at a few other ones. Perfect fall, PPSI, risk against 540, ceiling there. Yeah, I've noticed that too. It really is. 540's been such a ceiling there. If it almost does feel like the longs are gonna get kind of exhausted with this name. And here we go down towards 5 right now. Keeps knocking on that 5 door. Knock enough, we may see that crack. PPSI. BSLK shooting back up a little bit here. You're in PPSI. Yeah, it feels like it's starting to slow down a little bit. I could see why you're in it. Yeah, I guess BSLK little invalidated for me. We'll see what it does up here. Sloppy seconds pop, actually. Maybe. Almost got stopped out of it. Yeah, almost got stopped out of BSLK right there. It may still, but it tried to retest the highs, pulling back down off of that. And then PPSI, I know some of you guys are looking there. It keeps knocking on that 5 door. BSLK's propping up. It feels like I'm going to get stopped there. I've adjusted the stop down to 1130. PPSI, there's that snap. Yeah, you knock enough, and she's going to shoot on down. Let's see if that gets balled up. I mean, now that it cracked that 5 on a pop here, I could look to hit it really against that 5 area. I want to see if this is going to hold up, because before, when we've snapped down like this, she's balled up. Let me get an entry loaded up here and see if it's actually going to be heavy against 5. Good job. Good call there, Perfect Fall, too. I think we were sensing it in here. We were sensing, okay, it's not really getting the volume it needs for a leg up. I'm certainly interested now if it actually is going to stay down here, because we surely have a lot of longs in that consolidation, 5 to 540. So I'm interested in getting an entry here, I think. It's because it's holding down here. Yeah, PPSI is looking good. It's looking good now. Looking for an entry there. I'm thinking maybe like any kind of a pop up towards 4 580 to 90 is a good hit against that consolidation zone, like 510 to 20. Shorting down here is a no-no for me. I need a little pop. Although it's looking heavy. So if you're involved here and have leftovers, good work, because you're looking pretty good. This is my no-no zone, though. Need a little pop here. What's the open? Okay, so we just went red to crack 520 cracked. The open's around 482. Oh, SGML. I just saw that one pop up too, MG. Yeah, there we go. You got the 820 on that, SGML. You called that earlier, didn't you? MG, SGML. Quarter two earnings is what I'm seeing. Some euphoria there. We've been stair-stepping a bit, but yeah, the 820 is perfect, MG. Good call. Yeah, if we get up to 820, we'll get the gun loaded. Yeah, BSLK starting to slow stair step up. I have an 830 stop, which I'm about to get taken out on. Yeah, so BSLK was in the green there, and then hit it again. That one didn't work out. It's all good. Still up Q on the day, up 114. And I'm looking for more. PPSI, a little pop there, up towards 5. I certainly am interested. And then the SGML, I think, is getting interesting as well. Those elevator downs happen quickly, right? It's hard to, like... It's fun when you time them and you're in those, and they drop 40 cents like that. PPSI. You got the SPY dropping, Emmanuel. BSLK, good. It's a good stop there. We could retry it again. But you saw how well... Oh, there's X4. Why did I take that off? X4's fading well. PPSI is looking good. But you saw how TIVC hitting it again. That really helped the day out. I would rather have like one green trade, even if it's 10% of the time. But I would rather have... Let's say I take 10 trades in a day and I'm red like 8 of them. I'd rather have the other 2 be the more significant winners that I sized into, and the others be like the BSLK, where I size them, I'm green, but it curls back around, doesn't work out, and that's okay. But once you size something that drops a point and fades, I mean, you can have a low... the percentage of the time that you win can be fairly low relative to the losers. So I'm going to try to get better at that. That's what I've been messing up, I think, lately. PPSI looking heavy against 480 for a next leg down. I want that. I want a piece. I want a piece. BSLK up towards 12. That stop's looking much better right now. It's momentum shifts, right? So momentum is shifting over there. It should leave PPSI. I really want to hit this PPSI right here. Just feel like it's a bad entry. Like, I'd rather have leftovers right here than starting a position. Yeah, that's where I'm going, Fades. Like scaling when they drop instead of the pops. I think that's what's been hurting me. I was going over that earlier. I've been scaling, you know, this is what I think we're going to do to see tremendous growth. Rather than starting with like a third or fourth of the position and scaling losers like that, I think I'm going to try more so to time like a single entry. And if it's a ride or ride out mentality, so it's either going to work or it doesn't, I have my risk in place. And if it is working, size it more. So go in with your 500 shares and then hit it with another 500 if she's validating for you. But if it's invalidated, like for instance, PPSI, you guys nailed it perfectly. Imagine this. So imagine you go in 500 shares at like 520 against 540. So you have the $100 of risk. Well, she snaps and works out, and you hit it on this drop, somewhere down on this drop when it's cracking and it's validating the trade for you. So now you're in 1,000, and look at this thing cracking even more. When you get these that are going to work out like that and you size them, it's gonna be lovely. Because this PPSI, this is tough to watch. Let me turn my eyes. I think so. Perfect fall. I think I would have hit it right here on this 480 pop. The problem is I would have gone small size here. I wouldn't have gone real heavy, not having the entry I wanted. BSLK up in the 12s. Ah, man, maybe I'd try that one again. She just hit 13. I think I'm going to try BSLK again. So single entry, unless it starts working, validating for me. Stop's going to be like... Let me look. I got 1320 as some resistance mapped off, but it's sitting right there. I need to see how it's going to react up here. Might give it to 14. It's getting off of the trend. It's getting real overbought off of this trend right here. So I'll give it to 1420. 1420 stop. BSLK. If it starts validating off of that, I'll hit it again like we did last time. All right, what's PPSI doing? Low 450s now. God, man. Good work there, guys. That got that. The patience there too in the low 440, in the mid 440s now there too. Good work there, guys. I think the green team saw this happening. Perfect fall, called it. Fades was all over it. Good work there. SGML, still waiting for 820 there. And then BSLK, I'm with this one, and I'm got a feeler on it. I got a hard stop at 1420. If it starts looking good, and looking weak, and resistance is holding up there, I'm going to do what I did last time and size it. I just imagine this thing's going to have a hard time breaking these levels, but it could. I mean, we could see that curl all the way around. Clearly, we saw what those tickers did in after hours yesterday, and you gotta have stops in place. So, seeing a couple upper wicks here at 1350. You see how we've gotten a little extended off of the trend. It has come back down to the trend real well. I mean, it bounces off, comes back, bounces up, comes back. Now we're getting a little more extended off of it. The trend's back down to 1150. Here's the next leg up to 1350. Okay, just monitoring BSLK. Got the feeler to keep me kind of interested in it and see how it's going to do. I'll like I said, I'll scale it a bit if it looks like it's confirming, especially this 1320 that I had mapped out prior. PPSI still, I'll still trade that one if it gives a pop. I'll get involved there. Where to? I don't know. 480s. BSLK fades is getting involved with it too. 1320s is holding up right now. Let me take a look here, see if I want to hit it again. So when it develops a top like this, where we had a resistance mapped out, what I can do is hit it, and now we have the clear risk on it. You know, that new high that it just developed. I want to see what it's going to do on this pullback, though. As I say that, it shoots up 1220 up to 13. Yeah, I'm just kind of feeling it out. I want to see what the price action's like on it. That lower wick's not really a good sign there. We wanted it to stay heavy. Yeah, we wanted that to stay heavy right there. Yeah, I mean, maybe it pushes up towards 14. Yeah, those wicks at 1350 are good. Okay, SGML MG, that hit 720 so far. I'm not sure it's going to make it up to 820. That's still a little too sideways, though. I like what Fade said earlier, though, with a day like today. I mean, we were talking about it on the phone yesterday a little bit, too, about how there's days where you press the gas, and there are days where you want to, and sometimes we do press the gas, and it's not the day to do it. You know, it's like you're trying to force your will on the market when the market isn't having it. It's like you want everything to work out, kind of like those three tickers did in after hours yesterday, when it's just like that's not the market right now. So yeah, I think that comes with like trader maturity, just knowing when and when not to pressing. And I definitely struggle with that at times too. Float is 60 million, so it's not going to get that speed probably like we want. 720 could hold. What's PPSI doing? Is it giving an entry down here? Perfect fall. I like how you just define that real quick. 517. Well, depending on where you stabbed at it, I mean, that could have been all right. Unless you were holding and praying. Yeah, I'll be honest. That I went wrong there too. Like treating the eval like that a few times. I mean, it's like getting aggressive with them. Obviously can hurt or it can help depending on what side of, the trade you're on, but I was on the bad side every time I got aggressive. I do much better slow and steady. All right, BSLK. I'm still giving it to that 1420. I'll give her up there, but I may not hit it again. So I'm glad I've put this into practice at least. All right, making a move up towards 14. Probably going to get stopped out up here. See what she does. I get that perfect fall, those gambling trades out of your system. Yeah, so that you don't do it on C-Pro. Oh, I got that itch for sure, too. Sometimes I just want to go like whack-a-mole style. Like that competition. I told you was therapy for me when I was smacking AD&T and they came out with that offering. Dude, that was the therapy I needed for the year. Like smacking 80,000 shares on that thing. Just taking the anger out. That time it worked well. Would have been fun. Would have been more enjoyable on the funded account, though. All right, I haven't hit her again yet. I'm keeping a close eye. BSLK, though. I'm real happy with the patience here I've had, even if I stop out. I haven't just gone hammer time on it. Doug got the cushion. All right. Getting a little BSLK. MG over here with the ultimate patience. Putting his entry right at my stop. Love it. That is probably a good game plan. I'll just announce my stop so you guys have good entries. Are we heavy now? We have 1408. 14 down to 13. That's a tough call. You got, what do you got, SRXH? Take a look. Yeah, BSLK's looking good. SRXH is looking good. Fades, his means he's salivating over there. All right, BSLK. I am starting to think about another hit. Almost thought about it right there at 13. Where's the offering, BSLK? The stop would be like back up towards 1370s for me, I think. Just like climbing back up towards the highs. I'm going to hit it again. BSLK, I'm going to hit it again. And I'm going to set the stop. Like 1370. Still got these lower wicks though. Need it to come down to this trend line, 1220-ish, and crack under that. A little too patient, missing every entry. Emmanuel, what do you think causes that? Isn't it crazy with trading how that is the case? I mean, you have to be so sharp in every aspect. I mean, like, so sharp in so many aspects. There was one day, like, I was just having a tough day with the kids, and I probably didn't get any sleep or something, and I was just, I should not have traded that day. Max lost. I mean, just every aspect. It makes you hesitant. You're not sizing things appropriately. You're getting involved too early. You're hitting them too hard. Risk management's out the window. Like, there's a million things. BSLK, I've been trying, but you keep buying up. Man, I might have to take her off. Let me see what 1320s is going to do. My stop will probably be adjusted into like the 50s. Bring it down to like 1350. And then let me look at that trade that Fades brought up. It wasn't in. There was an entry right there around 68. Pulled back to 62. Still something there. It looks like there's decent rim to pull back on that one. SGML back up to the highs. PGEN's been climbing up towards 320. Yeah, SRXL does look... SRXH looks really good. It's crossed the 50-day, which normally I'll put it in the upper shadow towards that, which is at 52. So I could see this thing below 52. Alfonso, all green days this week. Congrats. Very good. What did you trade today? Very good. Congrats on that. Guys, this is so aggravating. BSLK, I just almost got wicked on that. I almost got wicked. Holy sensor. Oh my god, that wick right there. If you see my blue dotted line, I almost got wicked on that. I mean, I still may stop out, but we're dropping pretty hard right there. I like that rejection. Let's see what we're going to do. I could hit this even more shares. I like that rejection a lot. Okay. Think. What do you want to do, Kevin? Let's see what we're going to do. If we're going to buy back up or stay heavy. This is important what happens here, guys. If BSLK is still, it's on the bottom trend. Look at the chart. It's on the bottom trend right now. This is where it's been bouncing off of. Let me look at the 5 minute. 5 minute might be clearer. Yeah, 5 minute looks like it's trying to snap it. I mean, it's right on it. I swear to God, dude, if this thing buys up here. If this thing buys up right here, guys, I'm taking the money. I think I'm running on the day. It's an important area right here. Okay, we're seeing an upper wick on that pop. 1280s, back down to 1250. It really has not capitulated the longs yet. I think some more pain is needed here. We need to crack convincingly down to like 1150 because they're still in buy mode. Alfonso, TIVC and PPSI, good. Yeah, that's all you needed today. You got the TIVC on that snap, and then you were with PPSI when that had the elevator down. Very good. That's all you need. 2 plays. Okay, BSLK, good. All right, let's crack. Let's stay heavy. We need to get back under 12. Get back under 12 here. It is cracking the trend that it's been on. So pretty much the adjusted risk here probably needs to be like 1320-ish. Back up there, dude. This thing is going to be more unpredictable. 1320, I'm adjusting my risk to on BSLK. Otherwise, I got 50 here. I think I'm going to take half off on a flush to 1150. And then I'll trail the rest. All right. Still trying to buy up down there at 12. Like I said, it has just not gotten the capitulation yet on it. PPSI may give a re-entry like 480s. WULF with a 31% short interest making move up towards its highs, $9. TIVC looks like some shorts are covering. That's curling around a little bit. BSLK, I mean, it's a good trade. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, you know? I'm happy I haven't overtraded today. This isn't really getting that crack that I want. They cracked its trend line, but it's still just going sideways a bit here. Good entry there, MG. Are you working leftovers at all? I mean, you hit it right at 14. MG's like he gets the perfect entries every time. Nice fades. Nice work with that. Yeah, it sounds like you're having a good day too. I'll tell you, the best days that I have are when I'm focused on losing well. And we've gone over that before, how the best traders, it's not like some magic indicator. It's the magic is within. The magic's within, and knowing and understanding yourself and putting boundaries up, such as like perfect fall, where you only trade pre-market because that's where you succeed. You do well based on your journaling. Or how now I'm adjusting where I'm not sizing. I'm not just sizing euphoria anymore. So far today, that's worked real well. Emmanuel, be patient. I think so. I think 1320 is a good risk guide there. I'll kick back with the shares. Are you starting to dabble in these kind of trades, Emmanuel? This isn't a ticker I really want to get too sized up on, though. Like 50's probably it for me. I mean, with the 1320 risk, maybe 100, but it's not one I want to get too sized up on. There's truth to that, though, being comfortable. I don't mind trading the larger cap plays. Let me know, small cap guys, what you think about this. I'd love to be more of a dynamic trader. Like I've heard of some people being very successful doing both. It's just my conviction is so strong in small caps because I just feel like I know how they operate, these companies with like 2 employees. They're trying to raise capital and dump it all on their investors via offering. I mean, that's just it's just repetition. It's clockwork. I mean, they all do it. Now, some of them are clearly going to have so many shorts that they just, all you see is buying and they go euphoric. But BSLK, you're pissing me TF off. This is just so dumb. PPSI at 470. Yeah, BSLK, I'm looking for that elevator down here. We've moved up, what, 5 points, and we keep going sideways on pullbacks. That's why I keep reducing the risk. Well, MG, what you've been doing has been working. I mean, what you've done has worked. If you want to work on, if you want to work on patience, just take, 70% off and let 30% ride. You had 100 shares, so yeah, I mean, even 30 shares here fading. If this thing fades 3 points and you got like, a 1 or 2 point trail on it, can make $100, just leaving these things to work throughout the day. But yeah, man, MG's been, I'm so happy for him. He's been doing so well. Okay, let's get the elevator down, BSLK, down to 12 and under. It popped up and tapped the trend up here at 13 and rejected off of that. So it's back on. I mean, so far it's looking weak under the trend. Volume certainly faded there. My adjusted stop is at 1320. PGEN with the FDA news on their drug has been, I mean, it's starting to get, I mean, it had a nice stair step and getting a pop off of 320 now. But let's see if we're missing anything. PGEN's one to watch. And PPSI's been going kind of sideways. That one's probably going to be very heavy off of like 520 PPSI. I mean, I've had the one good trade today, and that's been it. But I'm green off of that one trade. Green $100 off of it. And red on like 3 or 4 others, but been doing fairly well with the risk management. Something, yeah, you're probably, that's looking in hindsight, just scalping this thing appears to be the better thing to do. I'm about to get stopped out here. This thing is driving me nuts. What I probably need to do is set like limit order profit targets, because when it flushes, it keeps getting bought up. Well, thank you, MG, for the transparency on that. That's good. You've been doing so well at getting funded for 350,000 accounts. That's baller level right there. Why do you think you're getting funded on those so well, and then are you getting like more aggressive once you get funded, trying to get the payout? Just do what you do during the eval phase. You've been killing it. But yeah, I know MG's going to get profits going for sure. He's been doing so well. He's going to get payouts soon. All right, are we unwinding here? Are we buying up again, BSLK? Yeah, the Wiki West. I think Mr. Perfect Fall had a song on the old Wiki West. Yeah, she's getting wiki. Getting wiki. Oh, on one small cap trade, Emmanuel. Ugh, that hurts. After having such success and consistency. Yeah, I've done it too, though. It's painful letting one trade do it. I did that with CYN. God, it's so painful letting one ticker kind of do that to the progress. I feel like we're all just sitting here just staring at BSLK. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Guys, how does Friday get here so quick? That's the issue with being a trader. Don't want the weekends to be here. What do I do all weekend? This is like trading is my oxygen, you know? I feel like I'm gasping for air during the weekend. I need to be in a trade. I'm a degenerate. Perfect Falls like, oh, story time. I got some tickers I've done that on too. It's good. It's good. They're good lessons though. I think it really prevents you. I mean, it embeds that in your memory. Clearly, we remember these tickers, so it helps prevent you from doing that again. All right, guys. I just got taken out. BSLK is what it is. Good risk management. I had one trade that worked real well today. Missed a couple. TIVC was good to me. So I'm up. Just sat there and gave a decent chunk back. I'll take green 75. Kind of sucks. So PGEN is. Let's see if there's a trade there. I can't sit here with BSLK and just keep giving back profits. PGEN pulling back off of 340s. SRXH has been a beauty fades. Good work there. PPSI regrets. There are regrets. Anything on the scanners? Fade, you got PPSI on elevator watch right here. Yeah, I could see it again. I could see the next leg down for sure. It's kind of bear flagging up. God, this is a tough place to get an entry. It's sitting down here. Yeah, I see what you're seeing. So attempting to crack that 450 right now. Popping up a little bit off of that. Man, I still like BSLK. I can't sit there and keep trading it. I think I gotta wrap it up right there, guys. PPSI certainly on a little bear flag pattern. Couple really good plays today. let me look real quick and see. Filled orders. Okay, one green. PPSI. Two green. I don't think that counted. Yeah, really only the one good green trade. So risk management, not too bad. I'll take the green. I'll take the green. Let's take a vote and see how you guys did today. All right, let us know. Green today, red today, or anything else. PGN trying to hold 320. PPSI, as Fade said on elevator watch in that bear flag. I guess I'll take some money and run. We took some of the predictable setups today. I mean, there's a reason traders take Friday off, right? Some do, not the green team. SRXH was really good. Fades was on top of that, as well as PMNT. That was good. PPSI cracking that bear flag right now. Man, I'm feeling like what you said, Emmanuel, a little too hesitant on a few trades. Like PPSI was good, and I just didn't pull the trigger. A little irritated about that. But it is what it is. I'll take the green day and move on. All right, we got 9 votes. It's a little split. Some are green, some are red, some are blue. Means they're neither green or red. All right, we got a few red in here. I mean, this was a good day for just practicing like discipline. That's how it felt. Because there weren't a ton of good setups. There were a few, you know, you could have missed. But good work. I think it was like 8 or 9 green. Good job there. Perfect fall green. Not happy about it because you were much greener. I gave 90% of it back. At least you recognize that you were just in give mode. The market was in take mode, and you just kind of stopped the day. I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I had the good trade, and then I've just been kind of giving back on some of these setups. But good work today, guys. If you want an eval, they're 5% off in the description below. Of course, anytime, hit me up via email, averydaytrading@gmail.com. Always happy. I love seeing the charts. Always happy to talk trading. Anything you guys got before we wrap it up? God bless it, BSLK. Guys, I'm about to hit BSLK again. BSLK, I'm hitting against 1350. $13.50 was heavy. I think I'm about to hit this again. I think we're unwinding here. Starting to slow down. I'm going to hit it again. Can we elevator down here, BSLK? It double tapped up there. The double tap at 1350. And I think we're doing a little... It looked kind of heavy off of that. Looked kind of heavy off of that. $12 is an area it has to really snap under, guys. 12 is an area we need to snap under. Okay, we've seen these lower... We've seen support down here at 12 and the VWAP. Looks heavy here. I think I'm don't bounce up. Well, we got to crack 12 here, guys. My head's going to explode if this thing bounces right here. All right, I'm taking half off in the 50s. Got a half off fill at 54. Man, I was about to leave too. Getting my $100 back. Good. Getting Q back on the day. Then I got to roll. Let me know if you guys hit that as well. And I gotta head out here in just a second. See if I need to hit this again on a bounce here. Take some off, hit it again on this 12. 12 should be resistance now. I'm thinking about hitting it again on a pop up here towards 12. Flies under $1? You have, dude. Well, there are some. So, Fly Group, they're trading lower amid reports that the company is being accused of a pump and dump scheme. But that news came out before it even pumped. I mean, it pumped a 7 to 34. Can you imagine the shorts that literally just... I mean, guys, there have got to be shorts that blew up 6-7 figure accounts. And to see this thing the following day under $1, I can only imagine the irritation there. I mean, I can only imagine the irritation there. I mean, it's just... It ruins... Okay. Fades has been there. I know he shared his story with us before, guys. It's a good story if you haven't heard it. Well, it's not a good story. I mean, it's a good story to learn from. And he certainly learned from it, and he's doing real well. Okay, I'm taking BSLK off. I'm done with it. I'm not dealing with it anymore. I got my $100 on the day. I'm running. I can't deal with the manipulation here. Yeah, it's not a... Fades is certainly... He has a story that was certainly life-changing for his trading. That gave him the risk management that he needs. And I think it's a good story to listen to. Because I'm sure he doesn't want us to have to go through the same thing. Yeah, this BSLK, unreal. All right, Fade, you got the last word. Take us away. What you got before we wrap it up? RVPH pumping as well. Keep that one on watch. But yeah, guys, that's gonna. What is this ticker? TVIC curled back. Yeah, TIVC curled back up to 450 and rejected hard off of that level. Yes, sir. Fades nailed it with the wisdom. We're headed to higher ground, guys. Stick to the process. Stick to the process. Slow and steady. 100 a day keeps the evals at bay. I like it. 100 a day keeps the funded accounts away. It's how it feels. Yeah. Gotta stick to. It's like we gotta look at the big picture. That's my problem. Like, I want it to happen today. Kind of like your 50K account happened yesterday, Fades. I want it to happen today, but bigger picture, ultimately, I am happy with $100 a day, $2,000 a month, $1,400 payout. That's fine for now. You know, big picture, that's fine for now. And we can slowly progress as we, start sizing up a bit. But yeah, guys, email me if you have anything. I'm going to wrap it up today. Got the hundo, and we'll see you guys, sadly, Monday morning. You can always email, though. We'll see you guys then. Stay safe, disciplined. Keep that risk management going. Do not overtrade today. It's not the day. It's not worth it. No overtrading today. We'll see you guys